Hi, I'm Adam with AdvancedDimensions.com. Today, I'm very excited to show you a unboxing of the iCS 50, the new iCON iCS 50 unit. I'm going to show you all of the accessories minus some of the wooden tripods, and I'm going to save the tablet for another video, but I'm going to show you the vPole and the vPen and all the tripod accessories and just give you an understanding of what you can get with the unit. Obviously, give us a call, we'll help you and guide you through this process. I know there's a lot to think about here, but we've got these kits all set up and we're happy to walk you through what needs to happen. So before further ado, I'm going to just jump right into it. We'll start with some of the easy stuff. So this is an extra pack I got of vTargets. So these vTargets will help you do the relocation. So we're just going to open this up. It's pretty straightforward. So this will help you in the relocation process. The unit itself comes with a pack of 3 metal ones, which we'll see in a bit. But this one these are stickers that can go into play. So these are 50 unique stickers, and you can see them, they're all in order, and so I'm not going to make them come out of order, but they have a sticky back. They're actually like a vinyl, and they all have a unique code on them, which will show you, or which will help you do the relocation. So that's what this is. I like to get those whenever I'm doing scanning. I will relocate often, so it's always good to have a lot of extra ones. So the next items are really the part of what connects to the tablet to either the vPole, if you're using it in that fashion, or the tripod itself. So this is the one that attaches it to the tripod. So we'll just open this up. Cool. So this is the part that connects to the tripod, and this is the part that you'll see in a second where all the accessories go. I'm just going to leave that off to the side. And actually, let's do this one next, because this is the part that attaches to the vPole. So same concept, it's got the same adapter there to connect the pole to, or to connect the adapter to, but this connects it to the pole. I'll leave that there. And then this is the adapter kit. So here we have a couple of different rubber holders. These actually change whichever tablet you're using, and when we go into tablets later, I'll actually show how that goes. It's set up though for the Leica tablet currently. So this is all empty, this is empty. So this actually has a button on it. You press the button and it disengages. Press the button, it clicks back in. It's pretty sturdy. This is all aluminum. Very well built. It's got some grooves in there to align with the groove pattern that's here to keep it from moving up and down. It's got a spring action here, and then if you'd use like the Samsung tablet, the Samsung Active 4 Pro tablet, you would just move this down and it gives you a little bit extra room. So it just slides down, gives you some more room for a larger tablet. This just correlates with this little notch there, and then same thing here. And one is for the tripod, this one's for the tripod, and the other one is for the pole. So I'm gonna just pull these out of the way. And let's see what's in here. This is the adapter. So this is for the unit. If you're not using the Leica tripod, this is one that this is an adapter that you can get. and it'll help mount it to another tripod. Definitely got it wrapped really well. So this has a 5/8 11 on the bottom. Very thick piece of steel or aluminum, or it's got to be pretty heavy. I wonder, it's definitely solid, and then this is the part that attaches to the unit. So that's if you were using another type of tripod, or if you're using the wooden tripod, that's how you adapt it to the wooden tripod. All right, next I'm going to do the carbon fiber, the new carbon fiber tripod. So this one just has a latch on it. So the rest box is empty. This actually comes in a carrying case, which is nice. It's got the Velcro. It's got a nice good zipper. It does say Leica on it, on the back. It's got a carrying strap. And then here, this kind of zips around. We've used a lot of Manfrotto tripods, and it's actually pretty similar to that. And so this is specifically for the unit. This is a new tripod that Leica has made, and it's carbon fiber. So this pops out. Everything's a little loose, so it's just a matter of getting it. And then that's where the unit attaches. Pretty cool. These just pop out, and then you can adjust where you need that leg to be and pop it back in and secure it. Pretty cool. Very light. I'd say it's only a couple of pounds, so it's going to be nice for when you're carrying it around. I'll show you how the unit attaches to that in a second. All right. So we got a couple of things that are next. Save some of this good stuff for last. This is a cool thing, you'll see in a second, but this is a backpack strap. We're actually working to develop our own kits with some, we're using Pelican cases now. We might actually come up with a couple new cases just to give it a little bit more of a better flow when you're out in the field. But these are the backpack straps, so they just clip onto the case. There's a couple of spots where you can clip them on. Those connector strap and the reflector strap. Actually pretty decent as far as the padding goes. The next thing, couple of things here to look at. Now, the pole is a new concept with this unit. It's great for when you're doing the layout side of things, and it's also can be used for the measurement side of things too. So there's 3 different heights that it has, and then there's these adapters are kind of for the bottom, and I'll show you what they are. So let's look at the pole first. This is the vPole. This is also carbon fiber, so it's very light. I'd say, geez, it's got to be less than a pound. It says Leica right on it. It's got a level on it, so you can see what's going on. And it's got a 5/8 11 thread on the top and the bottom, which you'll see what that's for. And then this does adjust for height. Right now you can see there's a couple stripes here, a couple stripes here. And when you adjust it for the height, you'll get a 3rd set, and it just locks into place, and the unit's smart enough to know which height it's at when it's looking. Pretty cool. So now these attachments will make a little bit more sense. So the first one's just the standard spike that goes in the bottom. So this is probably the one that most people are going to go with, just because it makes the most sense in most situations. This is just, it's got like a carbon tip on it, so you can do, put it on concrete, and you're not going to have to worry about chipping this tip. It's going to be very robust. It's got a little spot here. If you make it too tight, you can put a screwdriver in there to unloosen it. And then this just mounts to the bottom. And once that's mounted, you're good to go. There's an option with when you change heights where you can mount the sphere on the bottom. And so that's why they made this, so that you can pull it on and off. So that's the one option. This is basically just a spike. This one's actually made more for the layout side of things. This is essentially a center punch, which is kind of cool. One thing I noticed when we were first looking at these, if you look at the height, they're actually the same height. Same thing with this last one that I'm going to show you. But this center punch is almost identical to what this is as far as, you know, the look or the length. But then you put it in there and then this will actually punch through. So it'll punch a mark in concrete or wood or whatever you're working on. Got a little protector thing on there too. And then the last one I got is more of a plate on the bottom. The packaging is not great. So this is a metal plate, and it's again the same length. So if I were to straighten that out, pop that in, you can see they're all the same height. But the nice thing with this one, like if I'm outside and I'm in a muddy terrain and I'm trying to mark something out, both of these are going to sink into the mud. This one is going to give me a little bit more stability, and it also moves. So if you had a situation where you needed to angle the pole, or you're using the vPole option, robotic option, that gives you the ability to do that. So there's the vPole on that side of things. Let's clean this up, and I'm going to show you the vSphere that goes on top. So this one comes in a nicer box, a little bit more robust. And we're just going to open this up and see what's going on. Try to at least. Cool. So it's got a little help, quick start guide. Really the only thing that you need to know about this is kind of where it goes on the pole. But it also, you know, the serial number is important because that's going to tell the system how those dots are oriented. All right, and then we got the sphere in here. So we'll just take these out. And pull this out. Comes with a neoprene protector. It's got a drop roll protector, so if it's sitting up or if it drops, these are going to get hit first. And it's got the 5/8 thread, female thread on there. And then this neoprene just pops off and you can see the pattern. Each one of these patterns are unique to the serial number. They're scanned into the system, and then once you upload it to your tablet, it's going to recognize the serial number and pull in the pattern that's needed for the calibration. Then you're good to go. So this actually just mounts to the top. Or you can actually mount it to the bottom. And that's why there's a thread on the top. Mount it to the bottom like this. And then you mount the tip on top of that. And that will allow you to have the sphere closer to the point of measurement, and it makes that measurement just a little bit more accurate. So if you're doing the measurement feature, me personally, I'm probably going to have it set up like this. So pretty cool. And then you can also mount it the other way, and then the tip would be on the bottom and you'd be good to go. We'll get into the pole a little bit more later. I just want to kind of show you what's going on with this unboxing. All right, we're almost there, almost to the iCS. You've seen this before in my last video, but hopefully this will give you an idea of how it comes. So the last couple of things we got are, this is the remote control. So this comes with a cord. It's great for going around your neck. All the buttons on here we went over in the last video, but I'm gonna have more videos to come. Great when you're using the pen. It's also just great to use in general. And then the last little bit in here is, quick start guide, instrument safety instructions, and then USB-C to USB-C cable. So you can charge it. It's got a USB-C cable on the bottom. It is rechargeable lithium-ion battery, so you don't have to worry about putting new batteries in it. I'm gonna save the vPen for after actually I do the iCS. I'm more excited about the vPen than the iCS is great, but the vPen's actually pretty cool too. All right, so here it is. This is the iCS 50. There is a 20 version, but I just went with the 50 because when you're using the robotic pen option, it kind of makes sense just to go with the 50. So I'm gonna just open it up, see what's inside. This one has a little bit of weight to it. All the other stuff has been carbon fiber and other items, so this has a little bit of weight to it, but so Leica's been doing these cases for their S910 and X3 and X4 point-to-point kits. They're nice cases. They're kind of like a Pelican case. I found that these are a little harder to walk around with if you got a job where you're like going in a city, or you're on a bus or a train or a plane. We're going to be developing a new kit for this, or a new case for this, that's going to be a little bit more to the style that I had with the 3D Disto. So let's see what's inside. All right. The thing I do like about this case is it has a spot for everything. Leica's been doing this more recently, and it's got a little diagram up here. It kind of tells you what's going on, and then it's got a spot to place everything. But here it is. So here we have a case. So this is just an empty case. This is what you put your tablet in, and I found out that it does fit the Samsung Active 4 Pro, which we'll do the tablets after this. I just did that before, but that'll make a little bit more sense then. So it comes with a case, just empty case. Nice tablet case. Does say Leica on it. Comes with the GZM3 target, which is also what used to come with the 3D Disto. Handy to have when you want to capture points that you can't really see very well. It does come with a little stack of, I think it's 25 stickers, I'm pretty sure, or 20, one or the other. But these are the same stickers that I unboxed in the beginning. And it comes with metal ones. So these are metal relocation vTargets, they're called. And so if I open this up, it's got a little film on it to keep it nice. But this just comes right off. And this is actually metal. So it's a metal, they're all Target, they're all labeled, they're all different patterns here. And this corresponds with a metal base plate. So you don't even have to put stickers on the wall, you can just utilize this metal base plate and it works pretty well. So only thing that we found that was an issue with that was, if you had any movement or you had an active site. We had a guy, we were testing this out, we had a guy behind us like putting in some plumbing, and we had set this on the plumbing fixture, and all of a sudden it popped off the wall, and we didn't think it was moving that much, but apparently it was. So these are just the metal plates here, or metal holder plates. The cool thing with these are they're magnetic, so there's 3 of them. And they have the magnets, and then when you want to set this plate up, you just go like this, and now it stands. So there's 3 of those. So you can start with those, but then if you run out and you need more, you use the stickers that you got. We got a little help information here. So this is This is safety instructions again. I don't know if there's much in there for how to use it. Quick start guide. Nice thing is the tablet has the user manual in it. This has a strap that goes with the case. For the backpack strap on the case, there's actually a couple of holes here. So you got a hole and a hole here and 2 holes there. And that's how you fasten the backpack strap and put it on. Stay tuned for more information on that because we might have some other options. And then we have a charger. So the charger in this particular case is US, but wherever you get it from, it's gonna be whichever country of origin you're coming from. But this is just the charger with the unit. So just the part that connects to the unit. We did actually get an additional piece. I was curious if I had too many of these, but this is the US version. So they just throw that in so they can pack all this up, and whichever country it goes to is fine. And then this is the US version. So that, between that and that, that's what you're gonna need to charge it. And then last but not least, here's the iCS 50. It is much smaller footprint than the 3D Disto. Actually, I should have a 3D Disto kicking around here where I can show you. So it is magnetically driven. It's a magnetic direct drive versus the 3D Disto, which was gear driven. What you can see is iCS 50. You can see it spins pretty easily when it's not powered on. And then this spins 360 degrees this way. It's got a panoramic photo lens on the top, and then it's got a couple of photo lenses inside in the telescope. It's got a bright, pretty decent spotlight. On this side here, it's got a little level, so it tells you if it's in level. And then this is the part that clips on to the tripod. So that just clips on, and you can put a lock in there, but that's just a standard computer lock. And then on the back side, the front side, whichever it may be, this has a drop down, and that's where your charger goes, or your USB-C. You can charge a phone with this, and then it tells you your battery life and everything. But I'm gonna actually pop out a 3D Disto. Sorry for the mess here, but so here's the comparison with the 3D Disto. So this is the same, but it's the 3D Disto, and this is the predecessor. You can see it's quite a bit different. Height's about the same, but the width on this is, let me do it like this, because the width on it is what really gets me. So this will fit in smaller cases. We added in a Pelican case that was the 1510, and I can fit this in a much smaller case now. So pretty excited about the size. It is pretty close to the same weight, to be honest. Maybe it almost feels like it's maybe a little bit heavier because it is made out of really decent metal versus this, which is plastic. It's got a lot of metal on the inside, but. All right, and last but not least, we have the pen. This is the part that I'm kind of super excited about, and I think it's gonna make field survey work a whole lot easier for a lot of people. So this, nice case, nice foam, dense foam. We have a start guide, quick start guide, and then here it is. Cool. And so that's pretty much it. It's just foam. So this is actually aluminum. We got all the dots that are very precisely located. As this is all serialized, and then we have a 1/2 millimeter tip. So there's no buttons or components or working parts on it, but you just kind of put it where you want it to go, and you can specify really precise locations here. So it's pretty cool. And then once it's there, you use the remote control and do it. So I typically like to have the remote control, around your neck, and then you got the pen And if you want to like pick a certain spot where I want to measure to, you point to it and then you just click the button. So it's just a matter of point and click. Nice, because I actually don't like the button concept on the thing, because then you always have to have your finger in the right spot. This you can hold with all sorts of different things. So I've even found out that we can get a clamp for this and then hold it with a pole to get up into high areas. You wouldn't be able to do that if you had the button on it. So it's great having the remote control. So that's it. So the like I said before, the benefit of this case is, what's nice about it is everything fits into it. So even if you bought these as accessories after the fact, it's got a spot for the pen, it's got a spot for the remote control, and then all the other items you can find a spot for it and just put everything in its place. Great way for you to look and see if you've got it all. I always do that before I leave on a trip, is you always want to make sure that you have everything that you need, and this is a great way to do it. So these even have a spot up here, and then all your power goes in here, and then your tablet, when that's working, goes in there, and I think the remote goes right there. So great way to store everything. And yeah, that's the iCS unit in its entirety with all the accessories minus the wooden tripod and the tablets, which we're going to give you in another video right here in a little bit. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you found this informative, and if you have any questions, please let us know. This is advanceddimensions.com. We actually do sell these units. So if you're interested and you want some pricing, shoot us an email and we'll get you some pricing and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching.